How were the two astronauts stranded in space brought back to Earth? This is SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft. The astronauts returned to Earth aboard it. Let's look at the entire process. This is the Falcon 9 rocket that launches the Dragon spacecraft. The Falcon 9 is a two-stage rocket, with the first stage being reusable. It has 9 Merlin engines below. Below the second stage, there is only one engine, and on the top is the Dragon spacecraft. After the rocket ignition, with the boost of the first stage rocket's fuel, the rocket will slowly lift off. After about 2 minutes and 40 seconds of flight, the first stage rocket will shut down and then separate. Next, the second stage rocket ignites and continues flying towards Earth's orbit. Meanwhile, the separated first stage rocket begins to adjust its attitude and then opens the grid phones. When re-entering the atmosphere, the engines of the first stage rocket ignite again and then slow down its descent towards the Earth. As it approaches the landing pad, the rocket's landing legs open, allowing the rocket to be recovered. By this time, the second stage rocket has already entered Earth's orbit. At approximately 8 minutes and 50 seconds, the second stage rocket starts to detach. This stage cannot be recovered and will burn up upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. At this point, only the Dragon spacecraft continues flying alone. After flying a certain distance, the Dragon spacecraft will open its nose cone, which houses the docking interface with the space station, and the astronauts will experience weightlessness for the first time. Once the Dragon spacecraft enters the predetermined orbit, it needs to catch up with the International Space Station. The Dragon spacecraft will activate its own thrusters and accelerate toward the space station. As it approaches, the Dragon spacecraft will continuously adjust its orientation and move toward the space station at a speed of several centimeters per second. When everything is ready, the Dragon spacecraft will quickly dock with the interface of the International Space Station, and the entire process is completed autonomously by the Dragon spacecraft. There is a transition module between the Dragon spacecraft and the space station. Before entering the space station, astronauts need to undergo pressurization. When the air pressure between the space station and the Dragon spacecraft is balanced, only then can the hatch on the Dragon spacecraft side be opened. After picking up the stranded astronaut, the Dragon spacecraft will detach from the International Space Station and begin its return to Earth. To guide the Dragon spacecraft into a fixed trajectory, multiple thrusters will be activated to slow down the spacecraft's descent speed. As it enters Earth's atmosphere, the service module of the Dragon spacecraft separates, leaving only the capsule to descend alone. Due to the intense friction with the atmosphere when the Dragon capsule descends, the temperature can reach 2000 degrees Celsius, but there is a heat shield on the bottom of the spacecraft that can fully withstand this temperature. During the return, a plasma will form around the Dragon capsule, causing a complete communication blackout. This is also the most dangerous period for the spacecraft's return, generally lasting 4 to 6 minutes. After that, the spacecraft will continue heading towards Earth. At an altitude of about 10 kilometers from the ground, the spacecraft's parachute will open, reducing the spacecraft's speed. Afterwards, the other 2 parachutes open, and under the action of 4 parachutes, the spacecraft finally lands smoothly on the sea surface. Immediately, the rescue team will sail towards the spacecraft, and after confirming the astronauts' safety, the team will promptly bring the astronauts back to land, thus completing the entire rescue mission.